Hi, church family. This is Amy Jennings here, and I am continuing the conversation from this past Sunday's message series. Pastor Dan started a new series called Who Does Jesus Think He Is? And I was super excited to hear that he was going to be doing this series because our kids have been learning in Kids Central about the very verses that he's going to be covering. We decided that it would be a great way to point our kids' hearts to Jesus and who he is. So our kids have learned scriptures like, I am the bread of life. I am the vine. I am the way, the truth, and the life. So the big idea that Pastor Dan shared was only when you know who Jesus truly is, will it transform who you truly are. And I wholeheartedly believe that. As we get to know our God's character, who he says he is, and who we are in him, will our lives begin to change. We will begin to live in response to his character, to what he has done, and to how he has truly loved us. So like Pastor Dan shared, when God was telling Moses who he was, he simply said, I am that I am. He didn't paint himself into this tiny little box with descriptive words. And I think that's perfect because as followers of Christ, we go through a lot of complicated situations, living life here on earth in a broken world. Through those complicated situations, we get to know different aspects of God's character. I remember as a child in 5th and 6th grade, I lost one of my closest friends. And I went through several years of kind of feeling like I didn't fit in, and I was very lonely in those years. And I got to know God in a different way. I got to know him as friend. He became, I am your closest friend. The one who knows you the very best, who knows your deepest thoughts, your deepest struggles, fears, who understands every aspect of you. That's how I got to know God. As I got to know God that way, it changed me. I began to feel more confident, more secure. I didn't feel as lonely because God was walking with me as my friend. And this happens throughout our entire life as followers of Christ. We get to know him in a different, deeper, more personal way as we go through complicated situations here on earth. One of my favorite scriptures about God and where he says I am is found in Isaiah chapter 41 verse 10. Fear not, for I am with you. Be not dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you. I will help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. In just that one scripture, we see that God is present with us always. He will never leave us or forsake us. He says, I am your God. He is our personal God. That means he knows us personally. He knows every detail of our life. And he has promised to strengthen us, help us, and uphold us. So as I think about us as parents with children, I am is a great starting point because we can point them to every aspect of Jesus's character for every situation that they are going through. We cannot say that about anything or anyone else. Jesus is where we find everything we need. He's sufficient for every circumstance we face. And we can remind our kids of that continually as they grow and struggle through situations themselves. So I'm so excited to be learning about this, and I'm excited to see and hear and learn as Pastor Dan continues this message series about who does Jesus think he